The goal of the Irish Studies program is to take students outside of the comforts of the United States of America and just for a little while allow them to see God from a different perspective, allow them to experience God, and in that they recognize that our God is the God of all nations.
I love the concept in Celtic Christianity of thin places, which is where the veil between earth and heaven seems tissue paper thin. And the entire island seems like a thin place to me, and particularly in areas where Christianity has been thriving for centuries and you are walking in places where St. Patrick walked. It's really humbling.
Everywhere we go, with the natural beauty that's around us, reminds me of God's creation. You know, the oceans, the seas, it's phenomenal.
It always goes through my head of how did these people view God, how did they view Jesus, and how did they practice that not only in their daily living, but how they built things. Everything seems to have a purpose back then. In some ways it seems like they were more intentional in the religion, and it's kind of convicting and making me want to focus more when I go back home with being intentional with my faith and everything I do.
Ross Wilson is one of the most humble men I've ever met. He has painted so many famous people. He really exudes Jesus Christ whenever he talks. He's an inspiration, especially.
I really feel in the cathedrals that it's man-made grandeur, but also because of the vaulted ceilings and the way that you can look up and feel the presence. I feel like those are really good places to have spiritual connection because you feel like your prayers are actually being lifted up, and you can see that the evidence of our hands can be pleasing to Christ and they can be beautiful just as He is created beautifully.